Alrighty, back with more Bazaar. Yesterday I played Vanessa and got punished for thinking that I could play Vanessa the old way. So we're gonna do things the new way, hopefully, today. And find some new items, buy some new items, synergize new items. That's the hope at least. Really hoping to be able to find some new stuff. Alright. There are a good amount of smalls from this new pack that could be enchanted quite well, actually. And I went with Income Star last time, so let's just do that. Let's try them out. Okay. Toxic Lighter scales really well with the new item called Oni Mask. Shielded Mantis Shrimp scales in pretty much the same way that Oni Mask scales. But it's a much slower item. I think I'll take the lighter. We can do some really cool stuff if we ever see the dragon skill. I forget what it's called. Not Toxic Flame. Well, that would be pretty good too. I'm curious to know if I could actually beat Kyber Drone with just a Toxic Lighter, so I'm gonna figure that out. Because I know he has trained now. But I haven't played Toxic Lighter in a while. By that I mean I think I've had it like one more time off rip. Yeah, it's still very good for day one. I'm pretty sure you can beat like anything with that. Even Viper.
Maybe a skirmish.
There's actually a consideration for putting that on here right now, but I'm not going to do it. Simply because I was gonna say I'm gonna get an Oni mask out of that. But not today. Could get poison, but I'm leaning towards getting some crit on that sucker. Alright, let's buy some stuff. Glamour is good for later when we have the Oni mask. Sure, why not? Don't really care about the silencer that much, so I guess I still really want to put this on the Oni mask, but we're gonna put it on the lighter, just because we can.
We're out to dethrone a king.
I kinda have a feeling that against a pig this is going to lose, but that's simply just because pig has so many healing things. Wow, that's... This actually feels totally winnable. Very, very winnable. Not even close to not being winnable. What on earth is this guy cooking up? I guess he has an obsidian piggle, right? Oh, an obsidian premium piggles. I still have yet to see what the premium ones do.
I'll admit, that was impressive.
I think they do things based off of their value, and this scales the value. I guess the idea is probably just to get like a pen FT, even though it's up to 3 or 4 seconds now. Alright, ammo items could be interesting, because there's a new item called Shuriken, which is really good. And if I can get crit on that, it would scale the Oni mask quite well. I think I'm just going to stick with Cinders for now, though. Getting a lot of small item vendors. Tempted to go here and get the silver. I could get a lighter upgrade here, so I'll look for that. I still don't really want this Yeti crab. This is my freebie from earlier too. We'll definitely take this. Means this needs to be over here, I think. This says if the adjacent item is slow, slow 1 item. If the adjacent item is poison, poison 3. So it needs to be next to a slow and a poison item? And this way it is. I guess I could also get this for when the board expands so that I could put this over there.
Tell everyone you
I'll do
got
that.
it here.
Got a frog in my throat. Apologies. I want the money here, so I think I'm just gonna go crab, or not crab, but covetous thief instead of crab. Don't really think we can beat the ventriloquist with this setup, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Oh, this guy rarely crits. Sometimes you don't have any like shield or anything though in this fight, and it'll hit you with a crit on like the third strike, and it'll actually kill you. That's not terrible, right? A little bit of economy can go a long way. Alright, I'm gonna go...
Don't have scales? I can forge some for you.
Sure. We'll get a barrel upgrade.
Full sail, my boy.
Alright, so this is a 7-second cooldown, but it also goes off at the beginning of the fight, so that's why I'm getting that. This... Ooh, wow, that's brutal. I don't think this counts as a poison item to freeze, right? This is just 2 7-second items on this side of this thing, but hey. What are you gonna do? There's the shuriken. Okay, so this thing has multicast, and it spends all of its ammo when you go off, and the multicast is based on the ammo. So if we get damage upgrades, we'll probably put them into that. Try to up the crit somehow also. I have left eye, which means this is getting crit right now, which I don't love. I'd love this to be over here. Hey, that works, right? Pretty slow in terms of charging the barrel, but that works. Alright, we're gonna get a skill again. I just keep going money generation? I guess so.
Go ahead.
We did take enchanted items start, so
More fun.
we're gonna need a couple more ways to generate money, and we already have 2, so. Curious to see if we lose against this. Don't think we lose against it, but it gets tricky, right? Because it has such a good ability to heal himself. Oh no.
Well, I guess we
Oh, wow. Man, textiles is really good right now. I've been seeing a lot of that item. Toxic lighter is still good though. Still very good. Alright, I'm gonna put some burn on this sucker. And we got a second Yeti crab.
If you have to ask the price, you can't. Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
Second Yeti crab. That is a crit item, I guess, technically, for the other idea, right? Do we just do this, though? Probably not, right? It is pretty funny, though. In that case, I think what we do is just this, though. This guy has a lot of shield now, and he has a decent amount of cleanse. but I'm curious to know if this will still kill him. So I want to try that.
Aw, should I explain the rules?
The reason I say that he has a much stronger game now, like this is a much stronger enemy, it's because of how much shielding he gets from these two items. I think it's cool that one of the pig DLC items is actually just in the general rotation for everyone to get. I'm curious to see, I guess, actually, unless this isn't actually an expansion item and this is just like a new item they added to pig, I'm not sure. I think this is from the new expansion though, and I know this is, because it's a premium piggle. It's just interesting that this is the first enemy that we're seeing in the game that has an item from a pig expansion. And it's in the same season that that expansion came out, too. It's not like they added this in when everyone gets the expansion for free. These are just items that are available to people for free. That's pretty good. Small and large item. Despise your mediums.
Come on then, let's get this over with.
Do I sell my fishing rod? I think I do. I even sell that.
And that's how a master merchant makes a sale.
Right that time!
I think that's all I really want there. What I really want now is an Oni mask and then some ways to get some crit up.
Good luck then.
I think I will just upgrade the lighter here. I know it only ups it by 2, but it's our carry item, right? We should probably keep buying it. Oni mask could be here. Not though. The HUD is here.
Use that for the good of all.
I think that's worth dropping a Yeti crab for to put crit chance on this, and then buy this for now. I really don't want this either, though. I probably should have bought a different item. Like, I know this is the only thing scaling the lighter right now, but I would love to also be able to poison with the dart launcher.
We're out to dethrone a king.
Are there any slow poison items in the game without enchants? I don't think so. Oh no, there's Chem Snail, I guess. If I could get a Chem Snail and put it next to this, that would satisfy both the requirements. Actually charging the anglerfish faster than I thought I would. Oh! That is heartbreaking. I thought I at least had the tie there. That's heartbreaking. That's so tough.
I would never debase my wares by. Shall I grab it for you?
We're doing the thing. Everyone look out.
I think that suits you.
Right. A little bit faster clam never hurt anybody. This could have an Oni mask, but this is just good enough, I think. Second target for anglerfish.
You best
I think we beat Hellbilly here, even though he does shield. Pretty sure we just beat him.
Ah, you gold-praying ski-waller!
The Shurikens really isn't anything yet because we don't have any way to up the damage on it. So we're gonna need to try to do that.
Nothing is
I'm gonna transform this.
Now this is how you
Okay.
win war.
That's an interesting item. I think it's better than this. We can go here. I'm not too sure about it, but I'm good on Yeti Crab, I think. This slows and poisons now. And This scales this is damage 5 times. Well, 4 times, I guess. Because by the end of it, it'll be out of ammo. So 4 times 9. It's getting 45 damage by the end of it. The last hit will hit for 60. Almost even worth considering putting the extra 20% crit on that now.
Hey, if it's about the gold, pip is affordable.
I think I will do that. When you crit, your weapons gain 5 damage for the fight. Alright, I'm gonna lean towards this and hope I can find a Oni mask. In fact, I'm even gonna go to middle because it could be here. And I'm that greedy. Yes, I know there was a fight there.
It's been nice talking. You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on
I
the
definitely
market.
want to try out
I may
Oni
be
mask.
young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
I fought this guy a couple days ago. He's got the Oni mask and the quest item. Oh no, I think I'm cooked. Wait,
Bring her about. I've got
how
another
did I
salvo
just...
with me.
Oh, shuriken next to the switchblade. So it went off 5 times. And it did 256 damage. Alright, that's... This crit. That's really good. Okay. At least for right now, this is good enough. Would love some more crit. On everything, you know? We'll go to non-weapon items. Could take a lighthouse here, but I don't want it. I want the Oni mask. Alright. I think with Oni mask in the mix, I don't really care too much about these items.
Our energies resonating.
43%. Alright, I think I'd go back to this. This is still such a good angle, but I need to be critting to be able to scale this, and this takes 8 seconds to start critting. Although it goes off a lot more than the toxic lighter does. Weird. Do I even care about that? I guess this can crit technically, right? So that's good. I'm not charging this before it gets any scaling. Okay.
Any good fights lately?
I'm pretty much just looking for upgrades here. This is interesting. Doesn't do that much for me though. I mean, it's 30 times 5, so it's 150 damage.
More raids, more bounty.
I can't afford that. I'm crazy. Okay. New plan. We go back to the last thing I was doing.
All my weapons
Oh.
have been tested in battle. Have
Shows you how hard I was thinking about that, that
look into
I struggled there. I'm definitely looking for... Oh, this guy doesn't have the crit skill. I don't know why I thought this dude had the crit skill.
you beat me.
I mean, I'm scaling the lighter though, that's for sure.
Kind of enjoyed it.
Okay, and that's not amazing. But I think I'll just put that on here. I'll take another fight.
You have to try
I think
this
I can
hot
beat
sauce.
Scoville. It depends on how many crits I get with the shuriken. I also just realized I should probably swap this around, right? Oh, I guess. Well,
Every
yeah, I should
time
probably swap it
try
around
and
because
make
at least the
friends,
grappling hook would scale a little bit, right? Like this instead, right? Would be the idea. This doesn't have to be anywhere specific. That is an 8-second multicast 2 that charges adjacents 1 second. So like with that, I could ditch this maybe, and then that here. At this point, I feel like this is pretty good, though. Tough. Loot item, please. A good loot item. Boom.
If I don't have what you need,
Oni mask upgrade, anyone?
you leave it
Not
behind.
today.
Someone else finds it. It all.
My fight isn't with you. But if you
This is one of the rare times that I actually have enough money to go Aerodome and buy a ticket, so I would love to try that out. Alright, we got another burn. Canyon core going here. Got a fireflies on board. Kind of strange. This skill is so good. The fact that I'm cleansing all of this burn is so nice. And I got that up to 26 there. Black pepper on board. I've very rarely
There's a little fire.
upgraded black pepper.
I can make it hotter.
Could buy a medium burn item here. Your other burn items have 2 burn.
Careful with that. It's quite hot.
Interesting. Don't know that I've ever played Fiery Hand Axe before either, so let's try that out. Okay, these aren't bad. Oh, what's happening here? Okay, strange.
rally men, blades to the
I think I'm definitely just continuing to put the burn on the lighter. Maybe I should start putting it on the Oni mask, though. I'll definitely put the cooldown reduction
This isn't
on
our
the
moment,
Oni mask.
but I'll be here when it is.
I think the dragon skill starts at silver, so I'm gonna look for that. Oh my god, yes.
I think you had a breakthrough.
Love you. I love you, game. I love you for that so much. Oh. How hot is that? Asking for something and receiving it? That's unheard of. I wonder if I can beat the Lich with this. Probably delusional though, right? I gotta try. I gotta try.
I will devour them.
Okay, those are ideal freeze targets. The amount of cleanse that I have right now with the small refresh is actually gonna win me this. I'm not even kidding.
Dark.
Wow, it's
So
very rare that I beat the Lich these days, but this whole setup with Toxic Flame and the Oni Mask... Okay, that just has to be amazing, right? I mean, come on. That's so good. Holy shit.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
Oh, I'm losing my marbles right now.
No, delivery's free. I
I'm
like
gonna
the
put that in my
exercise.
bag and think about my life decisions as I get offered Aerodome next, probably. Nice.
There's two kinds of people. Rich
Ooh.
and stupid.
Slow 2 items for 1 second. Okay. Think. Hmm. I think that's
Locke
better than
told
this.
me about you. You're one of the good ones.
You know what? It probably is better than this. Actually. Yeah, I can charge Grappling Hook with the Pepper this way, though. Which is decent. Hmm. Yeah. I think I'm happy with that.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of
Charge the
swords.
Grappling Hook with Pepper, I guess is what I meant to say. I'm not sure if I said charge Pepper with that. I think I might have. I'm tired. It is what it is. Okay. Eagle's Protector. Deal damage equal to triple this item's value. Okay. Interesting Eagle.
I can see you're going places, but
Alright.
chasing
Well.
you.
I don't know how much this is really doing, or the Shuriken.
Let's take the tyrants
It
all
might be
hang
better
down.
on the Grappling Hook. I should have looked there. I'm gonna take crit skills here for sure. All for crit chance on everything. Love that. I love that. What is the Shuriken at? 55, 27 on everything else. Get a slow item here. It's an interesting one for sure. I'm not sure we're gonna play that. I just still don't know if that is even worth playing over, like, just this. Oh, man. Lots of decisions to be made. That is a little simpler. This has a 50% baked-in crit chance, right? So that's good for Oni Mask potential. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go to Viper Tyrant and smile as I get Poison Tyrant. Yeah, so this seems to have crit a few times there.
As spineless as a jellyfish.
Definitely crit a few times. So if this crits, it's definitely worth having on the board because it's doing like half of their health bar if they haven't bought too many chocolates yet. I don't know how to feel about Cauterizing Flame. We'll have to see.
You may be too young to remember.
But I'm gonna spend my upgrade on Oni Mask for sure. This could have more stuff that I already have, right? So, as well check it. I will keep getting that. Still don't really know if I'm sold on Bladed Hoverboard. I think you need some pretty decent damage scalers to be able to use
We're out
that.
to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
I will leave you alive to learn the lesson.
And some pretty fast items too. Ooh, this guy has the Giga quest item set up. Little does he know, I also have
If you think you've hurt my
a
feelings,
Giga
I
setup.
assure you I have none.
Yeah, the burst from this is so good. So good. 1100. I mean, yeah, that's more than half of this guy's health bar. Just unfortunate that most of this stuff goes off after. Well, it's not true. This still goes off, like, last in
Live,
the
my boy.
first swing of everything. Still just kind of looking for some loot items that can scale my crit chance on everything. Haven't really found any of those yet. Small item vendor is really good here. I'm just greedy for XP. Just who I am.
Bazaar's a crazy place, right?
Sea Shadow is very good. Not gonna do it.
I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
The grenade was probably a good pickup there also. I'm in this mindset of I should probably... This is burn crit, right? Slow charge of burn. I'm just in this mindset of I need to be... I don't know. What the fuck was I even saying? I lost my train of thought totally. Let me look at what I put in my bag real quick. Ah, yes, I said this could be good, but... And I still don't know what I was talking about, so here we go. I literally have no fucking clue what I was yapping about. I could put this on the shuriken, but that seems kind of goofy. Like, the most interesting thing to do here for me would be to put it on the Cortina crest, because then the Cortina crest burns whenever I crit with something. And if I can get good crit on everything, that seems pretty good. Well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that out. This is interesting too. Like, I could put it next to the Usarigama. I said that right. There's also the angle of the smalls healing me. I think I'm just not gonna play either of those. If I ever want that item, I can get it again at gold or diamond, probably.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
Up the slow on this, maybe? Maybe I do this. I think I'll do this one. Will play into damage on the shuriken.
Ooh-wee, now that's a bargain.
More crit chance. Everything's at 32 now. And this is at 70, so that's pretty decent. The Kusarigama is the only thing that doesn't really have ammo that I need to worry about. But I think I'll put the extra crit chance on the lighter because it goes off decently fast. I will roll here.
Trash is trash.
Yeah. Okay, now I can put that on this guy. Okay.
That's been sitting there 20 years.
Poison upgrade, damage upgrade. I think I'll just keep putting the poison upgrades on this. Deadly Zorkid. Deadly Zorkid. That's very interesting. Because it's a charge item that charges off of burn that can very easily crit. I actually do think I haste the slow thing, because this is 3 instances of slow, right? So, damn, now I need to upgrade this Zorkid. Who knew? I was not expecting to actually want to put a Zorkid on my board right here. The annoying thing about, like, I really don't know how you're supposed to get upgrade hammers anymore. Because it doesn't come from Monster Ranch anymore either. Right? Yeah. I mean, still doesn't show up at Monster Ranch. Definitely taking this here. I think I'm gonna put it on my cinders. Then again, I could just get, you know, 3 more poison. I think I'll put it on my cinders. Or on my crest. I think I said cinders both times. See, I'm very tired. I don't know what's happening right now. Just saying things. I'd love to get Shatter. That is a goofy amount of healing. I think this might be the first viable golf club build I've ever seen in my life. Still lost. That is ridiculous. Healthy Jolt. Unscrid. Staying power. Doesn't even have any tools, does he? Oh, he has weights. This heals. Diamond Fangs also on these, making them 3 seconds. Crit chance on them too, because why not? That's a great build. I love that. I love that for that guy. I'm purely relying on Toxic Flame right now. Would love to get an upgrade. And I didn't see a ticket either. Go for ammo items. I have a few of those. This is always nice, right? But if I take this away from one of these two, then I lose all the extra goodies. And if I take this away from the HUD, then I lose the crit chance on it. Also, this would have to make it to almost 16 seconds to be able to work, so. Alright. No ammo items for me. Here I could get an Oni mask, I could get HUD, I could get a crest. Yeah. Or, you know, I could get none of that also. Could give the shuriken an extra ammo and make it burn, which would haste this stuff. I'm really not sold on that, though. I would love poison gives crit. Is that a new voice? I don't recognize that voice.
Why will you not help us?
I like it. Alright. I'll take a cloak, I guess. Ammo skills could be when you use an ammo item burn, right? So I should probably just take that. Okay. Alright, I didn't get it, but that said, I did get Gunner.
My detonations are like breaths.
I think Gunner is worth having for sure. Slow item, I think I'm just gonna go for upgrades here. The fact this is still only doing 17 damage. Why 17? What do I have going on here that's giving my items like 7 damage? I truly couldn't tell you. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about the 7 damage I have on everything. I forget what I did to do that. Oh, it was Curio. It was Curio. I'll take a Mysterious Portal. Yeah, sure. Fight Mr. Mood, double your income, grab everything from the vault. I'll take an extra fight, right?
Thieves kill,
That
steals things.
almost levels me up again.
Let's start with your life.
Chances are I just get incendiary ammo. It was a thing I didn't really care about a minute ago, but yeah.
Ride that tide!
Oh, I do still level up. Oh, I guess because technically... So I was thinking that the hour of that day was going to be a fight, and therefore I don't get the hourly XP from beating that guy. But because it was a fight that I took on a normal hour that wasn't normally a fight, it was still an extra XP after the fight for the hour. So I still got a level up. It's really interesting how that happens now. I guess that's fair though, right? Because
Go ahead.
if someone else took that hour,
Makes this more fun.
they would have gotten that
You should
XP,
know,
and maybe
I'm a
you lose the fight
legend on
that you
Bazaar.
get on that hour or something. It's a pretty cool system. Darkstone engine. Like, no relics.
You've got talent. You should
That is a
fight for
really
noble-
fast 600 burn. How much burn did it? Wow! Okay, remember when I said this was the smart idea to do? Enchant an item with poison. If I put it on this, right, then that makes it so that this is satisfied by just having this next to it, and that means I could haste it. I could also put it on the HUD. Or I could just put it on the shuriken. Because that means when the shuriken goes off, all my burn items gain 6 burn, right? Yeah, 6 burn.
The Grand Society
Go for some smalls. Iceberg is always fun. I don't think in this context I really want to be doing that, though. We'll go for Lord Arkin for sure, right? I'm pretty sure we beat Lord Arkin. If I could get like a restorative enchant on the Oni mask or something, I think we'd be set. Yeah. Petrifying Gaze, man. Oof. Unwavering would be pretty crazy too, right? It's still good. Upgrade an item, probably the Oni mask, right?
But Kev's not here. Tightened, tempered, oiled, and cheap.
Would love to upgrade the Toxic Flame too, though.
People here look so.
The shielded enchants. Couple shielded enchants, not the ones we really want, though. Oh, you're 2 days too late, buddy. I'll go to Aerodome, though.
You see landfill, I see buried treasure.
Little Curio never hurt anybody.
Must be circuits to see
Makeshift
that
barricade never hurt anybody. I was gonna put the damage on that too, but eh.
Louis!
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize there was a second slow item in here. Wow, that's crazy. I think I've gotten 4 of those so far this
While
game.
You're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
That's actually nuts. 1 damage,
Sitting there 20 years.
1% cooldown, and 1% crit chance. That one was 3 damage though too, so got 4 damage.
We're out to dethrone a king.
But I got 2 whole seconds
I may be young for a
added
captain, but I've
to my
seen
slow
my
items
share of storms.
for their slow duration. Ooh, a hoverboard. Ooh, that's an interesting idea.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
Not quite fast enough though. Shuriken went up after mine did, and mine just destroyed him. Actually, also Petrifying Gaze probably destroyed him too. Crit items.
I work in
Sure.
the art of precision. Welcome to my gallery.
Okay, if I take out the Zorkid, I get 15% crit on everything else. Also, how did I fuck that up? When did that get there? Why wasn't this next to that? Wait. Okay, yeah, how did that get there? What the fuck? I think I'll pass on that. I like how quickly the Zorkid is going off. It would be nice if it was a little faster, though. Or a little more haste, maybe. That's not worth it at all.
Maybe if I got my goods. My body.
I don't have any items from other characters, but he does have strength.
Eternal. I shall never concede.
So Ritual Dagger wouldn't be terrible either, right? Because I could scale the damage on it with Urigama. Yeah, I never tested if Cleaver works in a bag. The only time I've ever gotten Cleaver is the time I basically threw it out after running with it the whole game on my board the whole time.
I'm not judging you, I'm evaluating you.
First 8 times you use a weapon, charge a poison item. Double the damage of your leftmost item. Oof. I think I just take 10% CDR on everything, right?
Impressive.
Do I want a deadly enchant for my dart launcher?
With great sacrifice.
So much health, though.
Reward.
Fuck it. We ball. We ballin'. The crit chance on this, just so I can be clear, is just to try to get more crits for Oni Mask to be upping all the fire damage on everything. That's the only reason. I'm going to get a Sharpening Stone because I'm bitch made and I don't want to take a chance at
My fight
small
is
item vendor right now, even though it's probably guaranteed to give me something that I want. Dinos in this economy? Ooh, interesting. Depends on what he destroys here, but as long as I get off my shuriken, yeah. As long as I get off my shuriken, I'm just good. The shuriken is too good.
I am the last daughter of House Corzina.
Holy cow, I didn't even realize I won. That was such an easy breezy time. Alright, turns out the new item's quite good when you pair them all together like that. I think that might be the first time I've ever left Grappling Hook on my board for the full game, and lots of new items. We had the integrated HUD, making the Toxic Shuriken able to crit and slow when it went off. We had a ton of cooldown reduction over the course of that run. It got them down to 6.6 from, I think it was 8. Not next to any cooldown reduction items or anything like that. This was scaling the damage on it every time it's something slowed or crit. This one was slowing and poisoning, burning and poisoning. This was upping burn on everything and charging itself when you slowed. Along with a toxic flame. When you crit, you gain 5 damage. And a really clutch small refresh petrifying gaze combo. Really, really interesting items here. I think there's a lot of potential to have some like really unique, crazy plays with a lot of them. I'm almost out of the bronzes, guys. Well, I'm glad I was able to follow through on that idea. And I am almost at Hailstorm. Showcase. Ooh, money tree. Like that. Interesting that they made it like dollar bills and not I was gonna say dollar bills and not like coins. But I got distracted by the shiny. Ocean's Calm. Alright, cool. I'll be playing with that tomorrow for sure. Not sure if I have the narwhal skin yet. Ooh. Don't think you'll see much of this anytime soon. And Bob. Very subtle animation on Bob. Cool. I actually got some new skins there. Alright, y'all. I'll catch you later. Thanks for sticking around till the end. And if you actually did and you enjoyed this kind of content, make sure to drop a follow and a subscribe and all that good shenanigans. Alright. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.